Thank you, and thanks for the opportunity to be with you by Zoom this evening. I want to thank all who were there for recognizing the service and for the care for the wounded warriors from Georgia. I'm very proud of what Ambassador Degnan just explained about what the United States has done. President Zurabashvili, Excellencies, what I'd like to say is that I'm speaking as an American veteran. I came home on a stretcher from Vietnam some 50 years ago. So I know some of what Georgia's veterans must be feeling. And the attention, the care, the support, the recognition of their service is so vitally important, especially at this time. I was reading a letter to the editor in an American newspaper this morning, and the writer said he didn't want to fight for Ukraine. The thing about it is, none of us veterans ever really want to fight. We go in because we believe in our country. We serve to defend our country, our values, and our way of life. Working together across nations is a lesson we learned very, very painfully in the 20th century. It started at the League of Nations in 1933 when the Ethiopian leader Haile Selassie appealed for help to repel an invasion, and no one listened. The League of Nations collapsed. It continued in 1938 when, with the best of intentions, a British leader basically appeased a dictator who was bent on aggression with the idea that an appeasement would bring peace. It didn't. And a terrific, horrible war, incredibly destructive, followed. The nations of the world who survived that war got together in 1945 and put together the United Nations with the idea that each nation has the right to defend itself and an obligation to help those others who have been invaded and who are seeking their self-defense. Soldiers, airmen, sailors, Marines, we serve in accordance with the international law of the United Nations. And at a time like this, when we see the buildup that Russia is executing against Ukraine, it brings home that service even more. None of us enlisted with the aim of fighting. It wasn't about fighting. It was about protecting. And so I think it's very appropriate tonight that your organization has come together with the high leadership from so many other countries here to not only recognize the service and support the care for the wounded warriors of Georgia, but to make a statement that the world is united. We've learned the lessons of the 20th century. We won't stand for repeated aggression. And our young men and women put their lives on the line to underscore that point in uniform. Thank you.